MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Seattle Mariners and the Texas Rangers. The M's are white hot as they stare down consecutive win number 20. They'll go for it right after this. Number 41 is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Rangers. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, it's awfully tough getting a lot of no decisions as a starting pitcher, but he was able to pick up his first win of the year in his last start. Hopefully, his mojo starts turning around.
Digging in, Ozzie Smith. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for Seattle, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
First offering on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is the center fielder, and that's the first out of the inning. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you know, they're hoping to get more out of the number 6 hitter. It's been a topic of conversation around this club about how bad he's been struggling. Nobody seems to have the answer, but the answers are only going to come from him, and I think his confidence is pretty zapped right now. He just has to get out there, square up a couple of balls, and maybe that confidence will come back.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. Last night was a good one for him as he turned in a 4-for-5 effort. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Aparicio ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
In now, Babe Ruth. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone! A solo shot for Babe Ruth. Number 13 for him on the year as the Mariners take a 1-0 lead.
Right now, he can't wait to get to the plate against this pitching staff. 4 home runs in this series. Bet he wishes he could play these guys every single day.
Ready now, Ken Griffey Jr., and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch coming, here it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot for Junior. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and the Mariners move out in front 2-0.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Into the box now, Albert Bell. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. At batting average, Boyd pushing very close to 400. 9 homers, and he's driven in 24. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder has a beat on it, and the inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Tom Seaver is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
So stepping in, Louis Aparicio. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And, fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Now here's the pitch. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Now time now to look at Jeff Bannister's Rangers lineup card in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I'm always excited when I get to see Adrian Beltre do his thing. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch changeup, chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Seaver peers in. Here's the first pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Clark, a native of Louisiana, the Bayou State. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
This guy has been an absolute beast this year so far, leading the team in home runs as he approaches free agency. Huge payday on the horizon.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. Settling in now, Frank Thomas. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Behind 0-2 now. Again, he sends it out of play. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. The next 0-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Bullet back up the middle. Number 17 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Stepping in, Andre Dawson is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. The pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, Johnny Bench. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Dawson leads off first with one away. He's running. In there, now the throw. Is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
It's not easy to steal on a catcher that has a good arm, but he did just that and beats that throw into second base.
Hard hit ball to second, and that's through, a base hit. Dawson rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 3.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8th, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Stepping in now, Ryan Sandberg as he lifts it in the air to right field. Soler is there. 2 gone. Ready for another chance? Ozzie Smith. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Down the third baseline. The 0-2 once more. Popped him up. Soler sprinting after it, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Heading out towards shallow right. Soler has it in his sights, and that retires the side. M's pick up. Now at the plate, number 17. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike, 0-1. Oh, and Beltre really wanted that one, but he didn't get it. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. Seaver's ready. Here it is on 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the third. Seattle leads this one 3-0. So digging in now, Wade Boggs flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Line toward the gap in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher, when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Boggs rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score as they move on top 4-0.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
In now, Ken Griffey Jr. This one is launched. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So Junior strikes for a 2-run shot. His second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
Into the box now, Albert Bell. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left, pushing him close to 400 at 391 for his career, as this lead swells to 7-0.
I'll tell you, the guy on the bump is wishing there was a mercy rule in professional baseball right about now. Hey, but there's no such luck. He's just got to own those back-to-back homers and the rest of it until he gets off the hook, which might be very soon.
Now batting, first baseman.
Into the box, Frank Thomas. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game, as he has been on fire this month.
He certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Standing in now, Andre Dawson. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Under this one is Soler, and he'll handle it for the first out. Stepping into the box, Johnny Bench, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Squared that one up just a little late. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there, base hit. The relay, throw won't get him.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. In now, Ryan Sandberg. Into the seats, 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Soler on the move. And he makes the catch in the corner. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's 8-0.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
George Berkowitz is going to come on to pitch here. And in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Ozzie Smith will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. First offering on its way. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike one. Runners off for second. Now a bunt attempt here. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mariners 8 and the Rangers nothing. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone. So with 1 away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. Stepping up now, Jorge Soler, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Russell Martin now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Seaver has the sign. 1-0 on its way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Shoots this one over to first. Thomas comes up with it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rangers set down in order. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Dickerson is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. So with his day fully over now, you get a look at the pitching line for the Rangers starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for. Next for Seattle, Babe Ruth. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch of the at-bat. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And that's off the left field wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Well, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, every time you swing the bat, you're thinking the ball's leaving the ballpark. He had a home run last time, and he almost had another one here. Nothing wrong with a double off the wall, though.
Stepping in now, Ken Griffey Jr. Hard hit ball to short. Aparicio has it, and that's the 2nd out.
The batter, number 2.
Next will be the designated hitter, Albert Bell, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat, he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Soler is there. And the inning is over. Mariners are down on 4 pitches as it remains an 8-0 ball game. So coming to the plate, Luis Aparicio back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A high fastball is in there.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in dirt.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
Hit down the line at first. To his left, Thomas. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Brian Chee.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Brian Chee. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. The 0-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw to Thomas is in time for the out.
First baseman number 22.
Up next for the Rangers, Will Clark. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Hard on the ground towards short. Smith is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. Still 8-0. So striding in, Frank Thomas. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. So he continues to hit the ball well. His second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, in still just the first month of the season, but he leads the AL in that department at this juncture. Ready once again, Andre Dawson. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch on its way. Ripped on the ground to first. The second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Into the box, Johnny Bench. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Oh and 1, here it comes. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. 8 runs on 12 hits and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Albies scoops it up. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. None left for Seattle as the lead holds at 8-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, number 17. He'll start things. Down here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. On the ground to the left side. And the Rangers are in the hit column.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That long dart felt so good.
Oh, Dilo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
First offering on its way. And oh, that gets him on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. One out and a runner on second base. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. A little bit over halfway home tonight. Bottom of the 5th as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Ozzie Albies is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0. Hard hit to first. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. So a strong start on the mound. Ready for another shot now. Ryne Sandberg earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First pitch on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. under this one is Soler, and he'll handle it for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Stepping in, Ozzie